Hey guys, today we're going to talk about how to replace a hard drive in your PlayStation 4. So, recently I picked up a PlayStation 4 for 50 bucks locally. Now you can shop around and find these like on eBay or wherever, and normally they're going to be somewhere between $50 to $100 depending on what's wrong with them. You kind of go from there. So I brought this one home, tried to fire it up, and it basically said, hey, this is corrupt, blah, blah, blah. So we're going to start with replacing the hard drive. I have one hard drive on hand. It's smaller than what's physically in the PlayStation. I'm going to put I'm going to put a 256 gig hard drive in it, and I'm going to explain why. It's what I have on hand. And if that's the problem, and if it works, and if the PlayStation is operational after that, what I'll end up doing is my next paycheck I want to invest probably like a 2 terabyte or something like that. But this whole process is going to take like maybe 10 minutes. So let's get into it. So what you're going to need is you're going to need a hard drive, or in this case an SSD. You're going to need a thumb drive. It's going to have to be at least 1 gigabyte or maybe 2. I think the file might be 1 gigabyte or maybe 1.1 that you have to download. Because you will have to also have a PC or a laptop, because you're going to have to download the software from Sony's website. You're also going to need a screwdriver. Standard screwdriver is just fine. Okay, so let's get into how to take this thing apart, and I'll show you what we're doing. Alright, so here's our PlayStation 4. So what we're going to do here is this nice shiny side here, you're going to put your 2 thumbs here, you're just going to press. This will pop right off. So normally there's a screw right here that holds this hard drive in. So somebody's been into this once before, for whatever reason. Now what happens is these are the hard drives they used to use in these were standard laptop hard drives. What that means is they're platter drives. There's a little disc in here and a bunch of moving parts, and they just have a tendency to go bad. So there's going to be 4 screws on the side, just like any other hard drive. We'll take those out real quick. And your hard drive will just come right out. So this one is trash. We'll set that aside. So next one we're going to have, now you're going to have to, when you go to find these, you're going to want to make sure you get the 2.5-inch drive. I'm going to put this SSD in here. It's going to replace this. What I like about the SSDs, there's no moving parts. I'll get a little bit of a performance increase. Some people argue with you with that. They'll say it'll bottleneck. It might I don't know. I don't know if it'll bottleneck or not. What I do know is these load faster. So I'm at least going to get better load times, and I'm kind of cool with that. And like I said, if this ends up being the problem, I'll get a bigger hard drive, and we'll go from there. Like I said before I started dumping money into it, I wanted to try what I had on hand. Now as far as that missing screw is concerned, I don't think I have anything that's going to fit in there. What I'm probably going to do is, it might be okay just sitting in there, because it's not like I'm carrying this thing around everywhere. That being said, I'm probably going to put like a zip tie in it or something, just in case it does get moved. I have a 3-year-old, sometimes he bangs things around. That way the hard drive won't come undone or unseated. It'll be pretty fixed. So, hard drive's in there. Just slide it in. That's it. So we can just make sure you got it in there. Like I said, if you have a screw here, put that screw back in. Like I said, what I'll probably end up doing is I'll run a zip tie through that or something. I might find a screw that fits it, I might not. Now this here, you can just put in there. I might at some point do a video where I tear this thing down and maybe do a paint job on it, but we'll see. Okay, so for the next part of this, you're going to take your thumb drive, you're going to go to your computer, and we're going to go from there. So I'll meet you over there and we will do the next steps. Okay, guys, so I'm going to leave a link to this, but basically, the PlayStation.com support hardware PS4 system software update. You're going to want to scroll down. There's several options. You do not want the update file. You want the PS4 console reinstall file. Now, what's cool about this is they have instructions. Tell exactly how to do it. Using a Mac or a PC, folder named PS4 on a USB drive formatted as FAT32. Inside that folder, create an update. And it's got all the caps. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Now here's our thumb drive. You can see it's empty. So let's go ahead and we'll do a new folder. We'll name that PS4. We'll go into that, make a new folder, update, and we're good there. So after that, download the installation file. So download that, go to USB, we're going to go there, we're going to go under update, click save, boom. And we can take a look in there and you can see our files in there. Not a huge file or anything like that, but it is in there. So that being said, tell you now, to make sure you're downloading that the file is PS4 update pub. It says all the instructions are right there. All right, so after you got your download, you can see your files in here. It's in USB PS4 update. Here's the update. Then you're going to just kind of go here and eject this. We're going to get ready to go back to the TV and plug this thing in and do our thing. Now, one thing I'm going to tell you is when we get over there, you're going to have to plug your controller directly into your PS4. All right, let's do this. All right, guys. So it's going to take a couple minutes to start up. Make sure you plug. Before you start it, make sure you plug in your controller, and you also want to plug in your USB, and then turn it on. It'll take a couple minutes to start up. Then you'll hit the controller button, the PS button, and it'll say connect to USB storage device that contains an update. Go ahead and select OK, and then you wait. And you wait. As you can see, we're starting up in safe mode. You have to forgive me, I'm not set up for screen capture. I just moved, so I'm still kind of living out of boxes. So the next screen that'll pop up is it'll tell you that it's going to initialize, all users' data will be deleted. If you want to continue, yes, I do. And then boom, it does its thing. So we'll do a restart. You can see we're just chucking along. You're going to see several screens where it's just going to install stuff. I don't think I'm going to show you all the screens unless there's something you got to click on. Alright guys, so here we are. Everything's set up. It's ready to rock and roll. Hope you enjoyed the video, and stay tuned for more great content coming up.